up. Alright, streaming. Thank you everyone for being here. Appreciate everyone. All over. Gotta give my disclaimer. This is not financial advice. I don't give financial advice. Alright. Seek a professional financial advisor wherever you are. Someone that's probably knowledgeable and know what they're doing. Alright. We're watching XRP right now. I have my new indicator, my order block indicator, and some old ones also. I'm looking for, give me 1 second. I'm trying to get everything configured because I changed my operating system, so I had to redo every single thing. So just give me 1 second, I'll make sure everything is working fine. And then when I find that out, alright, just give me 1 second. Alright, probably gonna hear an echo. I'm just trying to check, make sure everything is working. Alright, you heard that, that's an echo. Alright, everything is working just fine. Alright, so I'm doing this live thing again. XRP is looking good. Alright, and now I'm gonna go over a stock at the very end. But I have my new indicator on, and I have some other indicators that are my old ones. I haven't published them yet. Alright. This XRP in a 1 minute. We're gonna go to the weekly. You're gonna see my table down here is frozen to BTC. I'm not rotating it. I'm gonna keep it crypto. Alright. You know, we have the option to rotate or freeze the VIX or S&P for stocks. I'm gonna go on the weekly right now. XRP. On the weekly. So let's see. Going to my, let's go on a daily. . Alright, my bias system on the daily is still on red. Alright, R2. So to get my confirmation, I'm gonna wait till my bias system change. But compare XRP right now, it's in the compression stage. Alright, notice my table here disappear because I programmed it to not work on a higher time frame. I still got some kinks out to work with it. Alright, so bear with me because it's a mixture of the stock and the BTC. I'm probably gonna just make a BTC only, or you could just copy the table here. But anyhow, once I get down to 4 hour, let's go back. I still got some kinks to work out with that. Like I said, it was one of the hardest code to get it to rotate and so forth. I'm gonna probably just make, yeah, I'm gonna make some improvement to it. I haven't released it yet, but it was difficult to get things the way I want it to work. It's not difficult to make the, the table is the table. This works, but I want to have it rotate. But anyhow, I'm gonna work that out. For a quick scalp, if I'm not looking at the daily, I would like the daily to be green, but it's still on about 50. Quick scalp, it looks good. Alright, I have my new order block indicator. These circles is for mitigation. Alright, I'll get into that later. The lines are the blocks. Right now I have a current table. We have a multi-time frame. Other blocks also. And instead of lines, I can do boxes. Alright. The box might be a little bit in your way. That's why I have the line option. Mitigation shapes. Alright. Alert section. We have confluence colors. It's mixed with the VWAP lines. Right. But XRP is looking good. Right now, as in other videos I show you, you just create your box. I'll create a box here. I got more touches. You also use your lines if you want to. And make it more thin. And extend this into the future. Give it some room. So right now, it's going back and forth in that range like tennis. It could go down, it could go up. I'm gonna use the volume section of my table to determine that, but still my bias is still on that red. So I'll just wait until it changes to green. Let's talk about catching a falling knife. Alright. If you're working, there's a thing called DCA, dollar cost average. And you know, you heard the saying, never catch a falling knife, right? But if you're working a 9 to 5, the way I would do it, I would have to catch a falling knife, because you're not gonna really be there when it turns. And by the time it turns, like, you know, if it do a crazy jump, like, I'll show you right here. If it does it like a crazy jump out of this little range that is going sideways and now is up $2 and you're not in it. So I would dollar cost average, because I believe in the system of XRP. My bias, my opinion, my research is gonna go higher one day. It's my opinion. Alright? So let's go to the weekly. Right now we're on XRP, USDC, and Binance because I get more history. But on the weekly, if it doesn't turn, I'm expecting it to come down this area at 78 cents and change, in this area, and possibly this area, right? So we just have to wait and see. We all know, in a sense, how these things work. It goes up and down, up and down. We don't know when, right? So if, you know, I am busy, I can't watch the charts, then I would have to catch a falling knife. Another way, if you have the time, you could set your alerts. Like I showed before, and I'll show it again. I'm gonna set an alert here. You get a notification in your phone or your device or whatever, right? You see the notification here. You probably heard the sound. It will come with a sound. You could change the sound if you like, right? You could throw it out. You have other conditions that you could choose from. Alright. Name it and so forth. So if you can't, if you could see your levels and set your alerts on your levels, DCA that way. You know, depending on what you're doing, some people could stop, some people can't. Alright, now my bias system is telling me to not do it. Alright, but it's looking good now. I'm just look at the day, waiting for the day, waiting for the, let's put up the SAR, parabolic SAR, SAR, S stand for stop, and the R stand for reverse. Alright, so let's put the one that's there already. Let's see. I have my own indicator version, but it's a visual. So right now it's also and it's down. The SAR. I would wait for the confirmation. SAR and at the bottom. Under the bottom will be a bullish sentiment. Right now, even on my chart, you know, I have to figure out how to get these arrows. Things is really sometimes just gets on my nerve. So let me I'm gonna put it mid. I'm gonna have to figure something out with those arrows. Mid right for now. You know, if I was to be eager, I could jump in, but I'm gonna wait for my bias system to activate. I have my bias alert, so if I'm busy, I'll get a notification. Alright. It's based off the function. Alright. Alright, that's my other indicators. Alright. So I'll get my notification. Email, sound, plain text, app. See my notification, bias alert. There we go. And my stage alert. See that? See that just came up. Also have my stage warning level 2 has reached. Alright, so I'll get that. It's activated. Alright, it's my table. Let's give it around 30 minutes. So order block, new indicator. I'm gonna have to go over this indicator. Said I will and I will. Everything's take time, you know. Even the Almighty didn't do it in a twinkling of an eye, right? So thing takes time. Order indicator right here. So I could jump the gun from eager, but I need to see it come out of this little range. See, it's back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, right? Could go for this, I don't know how long. Then we have politics in the world, right? But eventually it's either gonna go this way or this way. And I'm gonna use the volume right here, my table. I'm gonna use that to make my final judgment. Alright, we also have my confluences. I'm gonna see that comes out the box. Alright, remember I spoke about the white cough, right? Let me find that again. Alright, hold on. Find a way to I'm gonna just draw it. I'm gonna draw it. That's what I'm gonna do. You know, let me see. I did shave down. Well, the next time, I'm trying to make sure. See if I can get my pen to work, so I could stop using the mouse to draw. Let's see. See if I could get that working. Let's see. Not promising anything. All right. Bear with me. Let me see if I could get that pen to work. Let's see if I could get it to work. Let's see if the operating system will pick it up. Just bear with me. hear quite a bit more noise because turn on some fans. Alright, so that's the pen. Let's see. It's using it as a mouse, it seems like, but it looks like it's like a big mouse pad. Alright, let's see. I gotta see how this gonna work because we're doing it live, so this is no test run. I just touched it and it just dragged the window. So let's see what's gonna happen. I have to be careful. Let's see what's gonna happen. Alright, so it's work. Oh, alright, but I have to be careful. Alright, let's Control Z. So I'm gonna try to be gentle because this thing is, as soon as I touch it, it's just doing whatever it wants to do. I'm doing it live with the pen, but it's, let's see. Alright, there we go. Alright, great. So now I know I don't have to touch it as yet or get close enough, and there it is, like a mouse. Now I know which area I'm in. Let's see. Okay, good. Now I understand. So it's taking up just like the entire screen. Okay, so the Wyckoff comes down, right? Going down, and then you have your accumulation, right? Almost like what we see here. There's always a little trick, right? Before it goes back up, they call it the springboard. I call it manipulation. Other people also call it manipulation. But you see how it's so nice inside of a little range. It does a little scary move to scare you, right? Then comes back up, then break us out of your range, right? Your range would be here, right? I'm trying to draw a straight line. You see a range, just like down there. And when it breaks out, let me extend this into the future. You're gonna come and try to retest sometimes, not all the time, but you're gonna should see some volume on my table. Should see a lot of volume, right? It's gonna retest that resistance. Some call it whatever they want to call it, whatever word, right? But I call it resistance. I have to retest, see if it's strong or not. Goes up again, and then you have the markup stage, right? Then you have your distribution stage, which is almost like the inverse of the accumulation, right? So you have your range that is going to be in the distributing. People with a lot of money, the banks, alright, and so forth. They're gonna do a jump up. Some people call it fake out. See the inverse of the springboard, and then drop down, right? This is where a lot of people get caught and they get happy. We're going to the moon, right? Yeah. It's possible eventually. I don't know how much years it's gonna take, but not today, right? So I'm gonna judge with the volume, alright? And my other indicators. One indicator is not gonna do it, alright? So alright, so I got the pen on live. It's kind of like, so I don't know how to explain it to you. It feels so weird, alright? But let me switch back to my mouse for now, alright? But yeah, this is so how the Wyckoff is, and you could Google Wall Street cheat sheet, alright? So I'm gonna end my live right here. End my live. Alright, let me get off of that drawing thing. But you could Google the Wyckoff. Alright, let me I'm gonna do a quick draw some lines for I'm gonna look for the stock. One of my friends told me about it, so I'm just gonna do it live. I don't know anything about it, I'm not advocating for it. I'm just gonna look at it, just technical analysis, nothing, no fundamental, just pure from a technical analysis standpoint. Alright, BYD, I'm gonna just take a look at it. This is a stock, so we're moving from the crypto world. Alright, I'm gonna look at it on a weekly. So I'm gonna just draw my lines right now. Let me turn off this is my enhance that it's just a large code, man. I just gotta fix it, but turn that off, and I'm gonna turn off this one too so I can get rid of the VWAP line. My SAR, keep that. I'll turn off the SAR because I'm just gonna do the lines. Alright, so on the weekly it's easier to see. Draw my support and my resistance line. Alright, remember it's just is an area, so you gotta give and take. It's gonna be exactly on that line, and expecting a bounce on that line. It could happen sometimes, but not all the time. Don't get fooled. So look how long it was in this range right here. This was 2023, 2024. See this range? I'm gonna get the brush. See that? Not doing a good drawing, but back and forth, right? And then it finally broke out the range, and then retest in this area. See, I told what I was saying. You see the retest? Retest that resistance that is now retested and became a little temporary support here, and dropped back down in the range and jumped up. Alright, and then look right here, that resistance became another support. See? Alright, alright, and now it's in another range here. Alright, so now you have an idea, alright, of some guidance now, not just picking whatever. Alright, so that's it right there. What's let's go to my let's go to 30 minutes, see what my bias system says. For I can't pass 6 hours. Let's go to 5 hours. Try to go to the highest time frame for my bias system. Alright. My bias system say it's bull, and it is not on another stage yet. That's for the 5 hour. Let's go to the 1 minute. You can see your VWAP lines. And the 1 minute is R2. Let's go to the 5 minute. That's the bias system. Alright, B2. Alright. So we're gonna play within that range. Alright. We're gonna play tennis. clearly see it's going down. I'll set an alert. Go set an alert. I'm gonna set it right now. Set an alert right there. So I'm gonna get the alert before it hits the line, and I could set an alert at the line. Alright. And I'm gonna do Control S to save that. Alright, I'm gonna go back to XRP. Binance. Got the history. Could go to Coinbase too, but it doesn't have that length of history. Alright. So I'm gonna Control S because I want my chart to start back on XRP. Alright, so I'm gonna end this live. It's about 36 minutes and change. Thank you everyone for watching. Like, share, and subscribe. Hit the like button. Get the algo working for me, for all those people out there that want to see me do well. You know, just hit the like button, share, hit the notification so I don't have to send out any notifications. You get the notification from YouTube. Alright, thank you everyone. I'm gonna stop the stream. Alright.